Today is a real talk. And I wanted to talk about motivation. There's a lot of hype around motivation, especially in my world. I hear it in coaching, and people will get up on stage and jump up and down, and it excites the crowd, and people will follow and they'll get excited too. What I'm going to tell you though is that type of motivation, external motivation, is only going to get you so far. I've been to conferences over the years where I've gotten really excited. The people in the audience got excited. They took a lot of notes. They're ready to implement it, and they're passionate about it. And then they get back to home and nothing ever happens. See, that motivation was there at the time, that external motivation that was feeding them. Yet at the end of the day, that motivation really needs to come from the inside, that internal motivation. If you want to be truly successful in your business, yes, go out and seek motivation, that external motivation. It's healthy to be around, it's positive. That's the type of environment that you want to grow in. Yet you also need to have the ability and the skill and the discipline to be able to get internally motivated to go out and go after your goals, go after whatever that may be. That could be business, that could be life. But there needs to be that internal self-talk, that motivation from the inside, and you have to truly want to do something in order to be successful at it. And it requires discipline. And the problem is a lot of people lack discipline. They get tired, they get worn down. A lot of times the making money is in the things that are the mundane. They're not the sexy things, the exciting things. It's the mundane things that are done over and over and over. That's how you become successful. And a lot of people don't have the discipline to do that. And so discipline is a skill. Discipline is something that you have to work on. It doesn't happen overnight. It's like going to the gym and lifting is, to cultivate that muscle, you have to have the discipline to go back in the next day and the next day and the next day and continue to work that muscle until it grows. You have to have that discipline and also that internal motivation to really go out and achieve what you want. And the sad thing is that it's preached often that external motivation is the key. That's just a fire starter. That's all that is. It's to get the fire going. But then what do you do when you get back? What do you do when you don't have that person in front of you that may be the person motivating you, or that content or that video or that movie or whatever it is, that song, you went to a concert and it inspired you? What do you do when you get back and you're just in your office and you're working? What keeps you moving? And I think the answer to that is not only having discipline, looking within, but I think it's also having your why. Why are you doing this? And a lot of people, when they talk about their why, can get very surface level with it. I want to do it because I want to make money. Well, great. Why do you want to make the money? Like, what is that going to do for you? Is it going to provide for your family so you can do traveling? Is it going to give you the ability to have an abundance so that you can go out and make an impact by giving? What is it that truly is your why? And use that as a fire starter internally to get you going. So I'm not discouraging you to not be around motivating people. You should be. Those people are going to help you get started with developing what needs to come from internal. And that's that internal motivation and drive, that discipline, right? That's going to help move you forward towards the things that you want to achieve. Is it easy? No. If it was easy, everybody would do it. That's why there's such a high failure rate in small business owners, is because it's difficult. It's not an easy journey. I've talked about my journey in past podcast episodes. It's not an easy journey. I've been doing this since 2004, and really before that. I've been working for a long time in my life. I started out at 10, working for my dad's plumbing company, digging ditches and running water lines and sewer lines, and topping out houses with appliances and everything else. It's a lot of work. Yet over time, I've developed that discipline. I've realized the importance of that internal motivation that is required not something that would be an advantage, but something that's required to move you to the next place. Is it easy? No, it's not. Is it necessary? Absolutely. So I hope this message today hits you. If you're out there and you're struggling and you keep going back to people outside of you motivating you, maybe it's time to look inside and ask why you're doing what you're doing, and find that internal fire, and then fan that flame. Once you get it going, and it's hard to stop. So I hope this message is helpful today. Don't mean it to be discouraging. I want it to be an encouragement. You deserve to do this, whatever you're in. If you're listening today, I know I coach a lot of real estate agents, but I also work with a lot of small business owners. Whatever it is that you're doing, and it may be even a personal goal. Start looking internally and asking yourself why. And if you can find the answer to that, that why is going to drive you towards that goal, and you're going to surpass it. I guarantee it. I know it's going to happen. It's happened in my life. I've seen it happen in the people that I've coached and worked with. Hope this helps you today. Until next time, and we've got a great episode coming up next week. I'm talking with a top insurance agent with Goosehead out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area that sells all across Texas and other states. And he's going to talk about his business and the successes he's had. And I think it's going to be a really good episode to hear him talk about some of his challenges, but more importantly, the successes and wins he's had in his business. So until next time, onward and upward.